Okay. I actually like what you just said. Definitely, definitely. And it's funny you said you don't know the quote. I was going to ask you too. Is there a particular quote that most people reference back to that they really like the most?
No, um, I can't say that because people buy different books.
Hmm.
They buy different parts of the book. So, like, one person may be attracted to the cover
Hmm.
and they're flipping through and they see something, they like it. Sometimes they'll show me, sometimes they won't.
Hmm.
Sometimes we'll just have an immediate conversation right then and there. It says, I run into so many different people. It's very rare. Actually, one time on Instagram, somebody reposted, a perfect stranger just reposted a quote that I had posted.
Hmm.
But it wasn't like there's not one particular thing that stands out the most, but I will say for me personally,
Hmm.
this book right here is the one that is the closest to like understanding me
Okay.
because it has majority of first of all, I never posted these on Instagram.
Hmm.
I just created this from everything that was going on with me that I
Hmm.
saw that affected me or indirectly affected me. How I was thinking about humanity. It's all in this book. All the other ones are just they're just as good and some are
Hmm.
better because people like those better, but
Hmm.
it's just for me personally, this one relates to me the most.
Okay. So it was like therapy putting that one together.
Yeah, and it was almost like gotcha,
Yep. Okay.
you know.
Okay. Oh, so I want to get into the names of your books. I know we haven't actually went over the titles yet. Let's get into the names. You can actually put it up close to the camera and rotate it.
This is a sample copy that I put out um, during events and pop-ups and stuff because
Mm.
you know you don't want people to go through like that. Like if I want to give somebody something new, I want them to have something fresh, nothing
Mhm.
that nobody flipped through yet. Because
Mhm.
people will flip through, be like, "Oh, this is nice," and then put it back, and next thing you know, a brand new work that you had is now used. You know,
Yeah.
so I these are my personal copies, but this one says and actually, this is a personal copy that I had to reprint because the title should really say Self Reflections, quotes that make you reflect. Uh, can you see now? This is supposed to be a mirror reflection, like, can you see now?
Mhm.
And then it says, From my heart to your hand. And then I signed it at the bottom. I created this actual cover. You
Okay.
know, this
That's
is,
amazing.
and I made sure it was purple because purple is my favorite color. And again, like I said, it's just a self reflection. Like these quotes are meant for you to reflect on your life as I'm saying them. Maybe it'll reflect for you. So that's one title. The other titles are pretty simple. It's just simply quotes that make you say, "Oh," from Instagram to your hand. This one is part four, but it's the vision board. I just was like, I wanted it to have like a tape on there because just to be a little different.
Yeah.
Um, so this is part four. All of the titles are this, and
Mhm.
the covers are a little different.
Okay.
So yeah,
What sways you or what kind of makes you buy in on the covers that you create or you invest in?
I go by my thought process. I don't look at what's trending and what's hot or whatever. I just go by what I like.
Mhm.
That's what I do. Like I said, the marketing aspect of it. If you have something that's original and people can relate to, they're
Mhm.
gonna buy it.
Mhm.
If these books were in stores, yeah, they probably would have a lot of competition because they're not the traditional look of how other book covers are. Because I'm not uniformed. Like there's
Mhm.
nothing about me that's uniform. You can go into a bookstore and they'll all have the same type of pictures, but
Mhm.
like you'll be like, this one, it doesn't even look like any of the other covers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Now, do you have any other future books or projects that you want to drop, or are you done with the writing process in itself?
I think I'm done. Like I'm all tapped out.
Tapped
But
out?
I still do write quotes though. So like maybe one day I'll put a little mini one. I wanted to do a children's book, but I never went through with it yet. I haven't gone through with it yet.
Okay. 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 And let's just tap into the business for a little bit. When did you establish your business again? What year?
It was August of 2013.
August of
And then,
2013.
yeah, then I trademarked by 2014.
Okay. What is a trademark for those who don't know?
A trademark basically protects your logo from theft of other people, and it
Mhm.
also protects it protects you. Just protects your logo pretty much,
Okay.
and you have to renew it every 7 years. I don't think people know that, but you really have to renew it every 7 years. When I got my renewal, I was like, "What is this?" But there's always going to be a process to everything you do. Just like when you
Hmm.
start your LLC,
Hmm.
every year you have to pay.
Yep.
You have to pay this. Is it still an operation fee?
Yep. Yep.
So
They just
like
sent me one.
they're always it's gonna be a reoccurring expense somewhere down the line. So
Hmm.
if I don't renew my trademark, then it can go back on the market and somebody can take it,
Okay.
and it's not mine anymore. So you just have to understand that trademarking is great to protect your logo,
Hmm.
but mm, as far as books go, I'm not sure that you can trademark it, but you can copyright.
Absolutely copyright. Okay. In terms of your business, what else do you have to provide except the books? I know we know you have the books, but what else do you provide that we
I'm
may be
wearing it right
interested
here. I'm wearing the
in?
inspiration right here, like hoodies. Got
Okay.
that fresh hoodie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be like, what
Yeah.
time is it? Be like, it's half past be the difference. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I put a
Yeah.
little thing on there. This one says
Yeah.
high vibrations only. So, as I'm reflecting, seeing myself in the camera, it's just reminding me to be in a positive atmosphere, positive attitude as often as I can, and it's
Mhm.
keeping me warm too. So it's solving a solution while creating avenues of thinking subliminally.
Mhm.
I have socks, onesies, because it's important to inspire infants,
I had
whether
some
you
socks
believe it
too.
or not.
Yeah.
Whether you
I still
believe it
got
or
some
not.
socks by you as well.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. They were blue. Blue with like gray. It was like a or white. I want to say like blue with like a white and with your logo there.
Okay, that I have to remember which one
Yeah.
that was. It's like I'm like I started doing socks in 2016 and we're in what 22 now.
Mhm.
So it's like I
Yeah.
got a couple years, a couple hundreds of orders of socks
Mhm.
that I've done. I'm most proud of one sock that I made, and it was an anti I call it the anti sock,
Okay.
anti-violence sock. On
Okay.
the front of it was saying, it had like the stop sign and it said no to anti-violence or something. It probably didn't say no to, but it says violence right here. And then it had the little, crossed out. But on the back of the sock, I put four picture frames.
Mhm.
One of what financial abuses,
Mhm.
violence,
Mhm.
then two, a child's perspective, seeing the parents,
Mhm.
then of course abusing, and I forget what the fourth one was, but I felt like that was my one of my favorite ones that I will remember. And so many people, the people who did purchase it, it made a lot. And it was like amazing and
Mhm.
scary at the same time how some people were like, I actually was in an abusive relationship. So
Mhm.
that's why they bought the stock. And I'm like, I didn't know if it was gonna be received, but they received it. And
Yeah.
it's just
So the key, one of the keys you pointed out, because you've been dropping the gems. The one key that y'all know that you've been referencing is being able to have something that's can motivate people or inspire people and utilize that in regards to sales or your business, whatever your business model will be, but use that a part of it.
yes, the slogan is it's not just clothing, it's a way of life. That's what sets Be the Difference clothing apart from most traditional clothing brands. I know there are a lot of inspirational brands, but uh, the messages some messages I don't want to change too much
Hmm.
because I believe that it's necessary and needed. So I'm going based off of what's needed versus what is traditionally going to sell quickly and, you know,
Hmm.
may not have as much of an impact.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. All right. Cool. Is there anything else you would like to tell us about your business or your books? In terms of where to get them, in terms of still staying connected with you in terms of business. If they want to get the merch, like what do you got to tell the people? Your IG.
absolutely. Again, thank you so much for allowing me to be here and speak my truth about Be the Difference Clothing and the books.
Absolutely.
Also, you, I want to leave a note for everyone.
Hmm.
You know, life is meant for us to actually live it, not to get stuck in routines day in and day out. The only routine we really should have is getting up, wash your tail, and brush your teeth, okay?
Hmm.
But
Uh-huh.
other than that, live your life. If your life is not traditional, where your spirit and your soul is telling you not to proceed and do the 9 to 5 group because there's something else you're supposed to do. Maybe you're supposed to be a missionary, maybe you're supposed to be an entrepreneur, but go with that because life will be a lot much more, you'll appreciate a life a lot more. You'll have fun more. If you decide you want to follow Be the Difference Clothing on every single platform you can think of, go to B as in boy, T as in Tom, D as in dog, LLC. If you want more inspiration, go ahead on over to the website at BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. Please be blessed and make sure that you are doing your best to live purposeful and the best that you can be.
Absolutely. So to wrap this up, I'd like to say thank you, Joy W. It's been a pleasure having you on the Indie Authors podcast. And what you shared today, somebody will utilize just like they use your books, just like they supported your movement. I think your movement is amazing. We have a lot of things going on in the world. As you can see, we need more positivity. We need more courageous people to not be scared and to be able to share that message and to be able to convert those people and create those communities so we can make the world a better place. And so, on that note, I'd like to say thank you. And once again, this is Joy W. Support what she has going, buy the books. And more importantly, I would like for y'all, or just as important, stay chiseled.